Good morning and welcome to Peace Out, where we are all figuring out together how to peace out. We're going to talk about that today. I know that doesn't surprise you at all, right? I hope you had a good weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. Didn't even do anything much but work, but it was a good weekend. Oh no, we did go to Bluff Creek too, so we got some outside time and then I got quite a bit of work done, and so it was a good weekend. Yesterday we just kind of chilled. Chris watched some NASCAR. Not too bad. So I hope you had a good weekend filled with stuff you like, the things you like to do and the things you enjoy doing, and maybe your hobbies. Maybe you rested. That's always a good idea. I mean, even God rested on the seventh day, right? So maybe we took a Sabbath rest. That would be awesome. I'm actually trying to figure out how to do that. I haven't figured it out yet. Anyway, I want to talk about something today that I found very interesting in scriptures. And let me just get into the story. It's in Joshua. Finished Joshua this morning, as a matter of fact. Yesterday I read this in chapter 17. It was the descendants of Joseph came to Joshua and said, "You gave us this land. There's so many people in it." And they said, "The hill country isn't enough for us. And the Canaanites and the lowlands around this other place and the valley of Jezreel have iron chariots. They're too strong for us." They did exactly what the 10 spies did when Joshua and Caleb and the other 10, the 12 spies went in. They came back, the 10 came back and went, "They're too big. We look like grasshoppers to them." And they concentrated on what they could not do and on what was biggest in their sight, biggest in their eyes, right? Well, I love Joshua's response because he says, "Well, you know what? All right, so let me tell you this. We'll move you over here since you are so large and strong. You'll be given more than one portion. So you guys have got a lot of people. So we'll expand your borders. That's my word for the year, the phrase for the year, by the way. But we'll expand your borders and we'll give you more land, and you can have the hill country and the forests over here. And then listen to this. And I am sure this is Joshua. I am sure you can drive out the Canaanites from the valleys too, even though they are strong and have iron chariots. Joshua said, "You know what? I get it that they've got iron chariots. I get it that they're strong, but you can still drive them out." That, to me, I love that he came back with that. They were all fearful and all of that, and they were going, "It's too big." Well, you know what? Joshua was with the other spies when they went in, and it was the same. It was almost like the same story reenacted. God gave me this land, but I can't take it because it's too big and I'm too little. Right? That's what the 10 spies said. They were looking at the land and the problem through their own eyes, and they were looking at themselves through their enemy's eyes. Does that even make any sense? Because they were saying, "We're so little in their sight. We look like grasshoppers to them. We can't overtake them." And then they ended up walking around in the wilderness and all dying off, except Joshua and Caleb, who said, "We can take it. We can do it." And here Joshua has the same positive outlook, the same faith right here, saying, "I am sure you can take them, even though they are strong." He wasn't saying, "Oh no, they're real weak. Oh no, they don't have any chariots. Oh, they don't have any weapons. They don't have what it takes to win." No, he says they are strong and they have iron chariots. He didn't say, "Well, their chariots are rusted and they ain't got no strategy and they can't take you." No, he admitted, he said, they are strong. They have iron chariots, but you can take this valley. Just like he told the children of Israel 40 years before, we can take this land. And I want to say today that we have big problems. You have big problems. I have big problems. I'm dealing with a couple of really big things right now that I'm going to keep to myself, right? You're welcome. But I have some stuff on my plate right now that I'm going, I don't know how I'm going to win this battle. I got myself in a bind on this or on that or something else, and I don't know, I can't see how it's going to work out. But we win every time we take it back to God. Every time we go, "Whoa, this is really big. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Oh my goodness. Oh, this is bad. This is a bad situation." And I package that up and I take it to God and I trust Him with it. That's a big win. So no matter how big circumstances look, no matter how bad things get, no matter how overwhelming any particular situation is, or if you have several situations in your life that you're dealing with that are all overwhelming right now, right? When it rains, it pours is true, right? It doesn't matter. When we take it to God in prayer, we give it to Him and exchange it for His peace, asking for wisdom, we will win. But that doesn't mean it's not hard. That doesn't mean it's not difficult. That doesn't mean that it's not overwhelming. It doesn't mean, Joshua didn't say they don't have iron chariots. What are you talking about? He didn't say, I know they're strong and they've got iron chariots, but you can beat this thing. You can beat them. You can win them. You can take the land God gave you, even though the circumstances look really hard and harsh and difficult. And I'm telling you, we can walk in His peace even when everything around us is chaos. We can walk in His peace even when everything around us seems to be falling apart. We can walk in His peace even though everything we're carrying feels so heavy. You know why it feels heavy? Because it's yours, right? Your stuff isn't heavy to me. My stuff is heavy to me, right? And we can have empathy with one another. We can encourage one another in faith. But my stuff's bigger because it's mine, right? Because I feel the impact of it. I have to make the decisions. I have to carry it. I have to get through the days with the stuff on my plate. You got to get through the day with the stuff on your plate. Whatever we got on our plate is what is heavy. It's big. It's hard. It's difficult. Life is difficult. Life is complicated and complex right now. Things are crazy in this world, right? And if we watch the news, which I don't, but if we do, we just see it's just rolling. It's like it's gaining speed. But it doesn't mean we can't win. We can still win right here. Why? Because the greater one, 1 John 4:4, lives in us. So we overcome all of that. However, I think the key word right there in 1 John 4:4, that we overcome because the greater one lives in us, the key word is overcome. That means effort is required. That means trusting God is required. That means we got to put some energy into it. Maybe we pray God, ask God for a strategy to overcome whatever the circumstances are. If they just went up on their own strength and said, let's take these little girls or sorry, I don't want to get you'll be all right. But let's take these little people. They don't have nothing. If they went up in their own strength, they're going to run away afraid. They're going to run away. But if they go in God's strength, they're going to win. And that's the key to winning in life. That's the key to winning today, is going in God's strength and knowing, okay, God, I'm going to trust you for the wisdom to work through this. I'm going to listen to you and trust in your word to give me the navigational skills to get through whatever's on my plate today, whatever I come across today, whatever transition I'm in today, whatever I'm carrying today. I'm going to trust you, right? And it's not easy because you may have to do that 100 times a day. But the thing is, it is doable. We can continue to trust God. We can continue to let His peace reign in our heart, even if we're fighting iron chariots and lots of strong people, situations, circumstances. You see the parallel. God has us. And we are going to win today because we're going to trust Him to get us through it, push us through it, pull us through it, carry us through it if He has to. Because that's what He's going to do as long as we keep trusting Him, right? Have a great day. Peace out. Yeah, they're big, but God is bigger. Have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.